Good evening and welcome back to Mage Quest. I'm Arkandos. On today's episode, we are going to play with some Thaumcraft nodes and move them over to our node area in our base. Let's get going. Alright, so last episode we fought the Wither with great ease actually, and that's kind of inspired me to fight him some more because we really want to get blood magic built up, and we need four beacons to complete the whole tier 5 altar here. I don't even know what tier 6 is. I don't know if tier 6 is even in this mod pack yet. I know that there's some things for tier 6 that are implemented, but I don't know if the whole thing is implemented. I have no idea what the tier 6 even looks like. So I'm going to do some research for that, if it's implemented in the game indeed. But yeah, we definitely need 4 beacons for that. So we'll get into those soon. The only issue with that is I don't have any Wither skeleton skulls, so I can't quite do any more Wither fighting until then. But one thing I did do between episodes here is get a little area over here, which this should contain the Wither. Yeah, it doesn't look like much, but if we grab our wand out, let's equip this back on. If we grab our wand out, it is now warded. So we're just gonna ward this whole thing like this, and then we won't have to worry about it getting out. It's explosion proof, it's blast proof. He probably can fire through here, and that will be a bit of an issue, but I think once we actually fight him, I'll probably seal this off completely. How do we get inside with him is the question. Maybe I need to have, I don't know, we'll think of something here. We need to have some way to hit him. We can sit over here and hit him, but he can still fire out probably and actually destroy something over in the distance, which would be bad news. We'll think of something for fighting him once it actually becomes a practicality that we need to address. But yeah, this will be kind of useful for right now. Once we get some more skeleton skulls, that is. Anyways, today what we're working on is some Thaumcraft node moving, and there is a variety of ways to do that. You can do the Thaumcraft way, which is to make a, I think it's underneath, is it underneath basic? Yeah, it's underneath basic. You can make a node in a jar, which is basically you can construct a jar of glass and planks around a node, and that will bring it with you. You need 70 of each Vise to get that done, each primal Vise, and yeah, so then when you trap it, you can possibly ruin it though, because it will possibly degrade when you put it in this when you replace it in the world. It could possibly degrade as far as quality goes. So that's one thing we want to be aware of. But because we've progressed through blood magic in this mod pack, we can actually do it another way. There is a thing called a teleposer, which is a really not too expensive item. It takes gold, some ender pearls, and teleposition focus, which we can make a few of these. And basically this is just ender pearls with 2000 LP, actually relatively cheap. Takes tier 4, which we have. So we've progressed to tier 4 in blood magic, so let's take advantage of that, because it's actually a really good way of moving this around, because it's very low risk as far as the nodes are concerned. So we'll make only 3 of those. Yes, okay. Let's play around with this and see how it goes. Now we need to find a good node to use. I don't know how much combining I'm going to use for this. I don't know quite what my plans are for the nodes. I do know I want one over at the base here to recharge my wand and that kind of thing. So actually what we'll need is several, I think. Several different nodes for that. And we can use stabilizers to stop them from killing each other, maybe? I don't know. We'll have to play around with it and find out. I don't play with nodes a whole lot. My only experience was in Agrarian Skies 1. Is where I progressed pretty far. And in that mod pack, they kind of give you the nodes as quest rewards. And that's how I got most of them. And it was never a problem. I kind of just put them on top of each other. And we'll need one more of these. And we'll be good then. So as you can see, we have plenty of LP in here, no problem whatsoever, and it's replenishing it just like that too. Yeah, our witch farm here is amazing, and really these 3 witches, I named them so they don't disappear here. Yeah, this has been really good. We have 3 of them in there who just don't ever die because they keep healing themselves. Great system for this. We could even get it more overpowered if we wanted to. What is our LP network even having it? A million, a straight up million right now. So wait, that's, yeah, 1 million. Okay, good. Let's say, is that 10 million? No, we're not at tier 5 yet, so we don't have that kind of craziness going on, but we will with this thing running all the time. Even with my lava thing going on over here, it's running all the time and producing lava over here, but it's still staying full at 1 million. I don't know if I showed this off last time. I did a little bit of work with some glass in here. It's not completely done yet because I just kind of ran out of glass. And the biggest problem with doing this is getting it symmetrical is the biggest problem, because I like to have it, match on each side. and I have to run back and forth. It's like, okay, what did it look like? Okay, what did it look like? We really need, like, I need to like take a screenshot of one side and then I can just look at it while I'm building the other side maybe. But that's one of the reasons I'm not doing this on camera, because it's a little more complicated when you don't have flight all the time. I can use flight potions and that kind of thing, and we could get other flight things, which we could do. We have the thermostatic harness and that kind of thing to use, so we could do that. Anyways, let's get to node moving here. We actually need to make one more thing with these. We'll need what? We need 4 more of these. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll need some gold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and that should do it. Okay, so put these like so, and then like these like so, and these like so. So there's 1, there's 2. Do they stack? Of course they do. And then we can take this one. What we actually want to do is bind this to ourselves. So you have to right click with it. Now it is bound to Modpack Operandus, and now we have to bind it to a location coordinates. So it's a 0 location. So what we'll do is we'll put this into a teleposer. We also need, I think we need a lever for it also. Let's grab a lever out of here just in case. I do think we need some way to power it, or turn it on rather with the signal. So what we'll do is we'll find a good spot for a node upstairs here. First of all, where are we going to put our node? We'll put our node here. So I cleaned out this area over here for our nodes, and I think what we're going to do is put one node here. And then what we can do, I think what we can do, if this works, I'll be surprised, but if this works the first time rather, I'll be surprised. So we go like that. Okay, so now it's paired to that. And then if we right click it, we can put it in there. Cool. Okay, so basically, just to give you an example of how this is going to work, well, let's, instead of giving you an example, why don't we actually just do it? Well, it doesn't work on camera here. I don't know what I'll do, but I think it'll work. I did a little testing of this in creative mode and then another save, just to make sure I understand how it works. And now let's give it a free run here. So next thing we need to do is find a decent node. Now, from what I understand, nodes have a maximum amount of Vs they can hold, and that's based on whatever amount they have when you pick them up. Now, because we're doing it like this instead of the jar method, all bets are off as far as that's concerned. I don't know how it all plays out, but I think there's a couple nodes over here we can use. Maybe this one. We'll take a look and see what this one's got on it. This one's just aqua. 86 is pretty good though. I think that I did find a max 100 though. Let's see here quick. Let's go. Yes, I did find an aqua 100 a while back, and let's find it on the map here. So it is due south of us. So this is where we are. This is our main area here. This is where I am right now. I'm facing the wrong way. So we have to go south, across the water here, across this area, and then over by this little area here. I should have marked more of these, but I think that's a fine one. 100 Vs. It's gonna be pretty good. Okay, there. It's 400 meters away. Okay, we can run over there. I don't know if that'll be the best one to use as our basis for the rest of the. We'll basically want to get a couple of them, and I'm going to try to get a bunch of aspects on the same one. Is kind of the idea. So we're going to put them kind of close together and see if we can get them to kind of feed into each other. Let's see what this one is over here while we're walking. Because there might have been some I didn't mark or missed or anything like that. So let's go take a look here quick and see. This one's got 3127. Not great. I know there's a Perdicio one in the Nether I saw that has about 100 in it. Which we could pretty use. I think it's 86 or something like that though, which is not too bad actually. But if we can get one that has 100 in it, that'd be great. At least it'll have 100 of something. Yeah, so it's not too far away actually. We can swim across this little gap here. Our boots and our belt and all that kind of make it so we can run fast and swim fast and all that good stuff, which is one of the best things I think built. I'm glad we built that very, very early on. It's fairly cheap too to get super speed like that early in the game. And we can actually take this further because I think I mentioned before that we can make the boots of the Traveler from Thaumcraft, which we haven't done yet, and that would actually even boost it further. All right, here it comes, Aqua 100, right? Now the only issue with this is that we don't have any blocks to build with, I think. All right, what do you got? What do you got? Aqua 108. Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. Okay, so it's actually been building up here lately. Oh, there's another one over here. Oh, do we want to swim all the way over there to find out what it is? Let's go take a look. While we're here, might as well take a look at it. So, I don't know if I scanned this one yet. We can also scan these with our thermometer. Ooh, this one's got Ordo in it. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, what we'll do is we'll come back for that one later, because I do want some Ordo on And if it's got aqua too, it can refill this. And then it can also maybe grab the aspects and hopefully get ordo onto this one. So let's actually build a little path over here. And now that it's night, we're gonna have mobs to contend with here. That won't be a problem though. It won't be much of a problem. There we go. Oh, creeper. Use this. There we go. That's the way to do it. All right, so what we need is something to knock this down with. Oh, let's just do this. I guess we can also do this. This will still work, I think. There we go. Ruining the landscape, but we don't live over here, so it's not a big deal to me. That works for me. All right. There we go. Okay, so we have 33 dirt. That should be good to get over here then. Build a little path. And get underneath it. Actually, this is perfect because it's right at the water level and one block up. So we can put our thing right below it and it'll work perfectly. All right, so we'll put our teleposer underneath this. And you know, I think I needed to leave this. Oh, maybe not. Let's put this teleposer in here. Oh, no, I blew it. Okay, we clicked the teleposer with this in our hand. And now it set this location, I think, right? Yes, 151. No, it didn't. Oh, maybe it did. Yeah, it did. Okay. So I think we need to take this, because I clicked the teleposer with this, we actually reset the coordinates on it from our home. This would have worked right away if I did it smartly. So what we need to do now is, hopefully this will work. Yeah, okay, let's give it a shot. We have to run all the way back home. And now we have to activate the teleposer there because we accidentally bound it to the wrong one here. So don't click it unless you're actually trying to rebind your teleposer or teleposition core here. It resets everything if you're doing something like this. So I'm going to take a minute here. I'm going to run all the way back home here. And then we'll be ready to activate it. And then we'll come all the way back again. And we'll do it right next time. All right, we've made it back home. It didn't take more than a couple of seconds here. Because we're super speedy and it's not that far away. So now we need to go upstairs here and make sure we don't click the teleporter or teleposer with our teleposition core here. Because that will reset the location again. And we'll be right back where we started. So the only thing I can see as being an issue here is if the chunks aren't loaded. It could be an issue. We'll have to work on getting a method for that. Okay, so let's click this. Let's put this in here. Click this and it worked. Oh my God, that's amazing. Ah, cool. So now we can move this wherever we want it to go. It's fantastic. All right, so now we can take this one out safely. Let's click this like this, take this out, take this down. And we have our first node back at the base. Fantastic. Now that we're gonna have nodes here, we wanna build a node stabilizer though. That will stop this from drawing V's off of other things until we want it to. So we can use a lever to control it when it's drawing and when it's not. Just because we don't want it to necessarily absorb nodes all the time. So we're gonna make a what is it called? A stabilizer, and it's underneath artifice. Node stabilizer. Here we go. Okay, so we need to build the node stabilizer, which is just a block of quartz, piston, niter, arcane stone bricks, and a gold ingot. Do we have enough in our wand for this? I hope so. Probably not. 4. We need more ordo, and that's the one thing we don't have a lot of. Luckily we do have a source of ordo by killing mobs in our farm over there, so maybe I'll do that instead of drawing some V's off of a node that we might want to consume here. So what we'll do is I will get everything ready to make our node stabilizer here, and I'll also kill some mobs over at the farm until I get 32 V's of ordo, and then yeah, we'll be ready to go here. And we'll also use our robes here to get a little discount on that too, I think. So we'll need a little bit less than 32. So I'll be right back after we get done getting all the ordo we need for this. All right, so we've got everything we need to make this thing here. The only thing I want to do is add on our robes here. We get a little bonus for crafting here. Let's get the 5% discount for each piece here. There we go. Each piece is 5% or 2%. Yeah, we get a little bonus though, at least. If we go into this, it has a discount of 10% for each one. That's not too bad. Okay, so let's go into here and we'll put our wand in here, and then we can actually make our node stabilizer then. Oh, it works nicely that way. Okay, cool. So we'll make 2 of these actually. Oh, insufficient feasts. Oh no, we need more than that. Okay, we'll come back for the second one later. That's not that big a deal because right now we're just feeding everything to this one. Eventually we're gonna want a couple nodes up here, I think though. So we'll want to stabilize each one of them. So for the node stabilizer, all we need to do is lay it on the ground here underneath our node. And like that, it activates it. And then all we need to do is if we want to let this start accumulating more V's from other things here, we just give it one of these and the severe drops down and then it can absorb other ones around it. So now we need to feed this one some other nodes to hopefully get it some more aspects. So we're gonna go back to where we were before and grab that one that has water and ordo on it, aqua and ordo on it. I'm gonna put it right next to there, and that should be close enough that it's gonna start absorbing into this one. So let's head back over to there. We'll grab the broom. It won't take any time at all to get over there because it was super close. Where's the broom at? Where's the broom at? So yeah, having that mob farm is a huge boon as far as like recharging our wands when we need to. Here it is. And we have everything else we need. Got the core. Oh, you know what we should do is put the core to that location there up here so that we don't have to worry about running back and forth again. This time we'll do it the opposite direction here. We'll go from there, we'll watch it disappear, and we'll come home to find it already arrived. This is a little hard to navigate. There we go. Okay. The wand, the broom flies a little bit further than it needs to there. All right, so that's the right location now. And let's grab our broom and take to the skies once more. Let's head back over to where the node we found was. It's going to be over here. Let's make another path out there again. And yeah, shouldn't be too tough at all though. This is working out nicely. And the nice thing is there's no risk to moving nodes this way. As long as we have LP in our network, it'll work. So that's pretty great. I think the distance you're moving it is what causes the blood magic LP to decrease. Let's not land this on water here so we don't sink the broom. Slow it down. Let's put it over here maybe. Yeah, this will work. There you go. Stay right there. All right. We'll come back for that, but don't forget where that is. Let's not forget where that is. All right, so now we need to build this bridge out a little bit further. And did I see another node over here on the horizon too? We might be grabbing nodes all day over here, which is just fine. This is just fine. Okay, so we might not actually have enough to get over there. But now that we've built the one here, we might be able to just... there's another node down there. Man, I'm spotting them all over the place here. Once you start looking for them, you see them everywhere. Oh, it's gonna be so much more to get out there. Okay, let's grab some more sand here. Ah, I was a fool. All we need to do is this. Ha, you don't need to build a bridge. That's silly. I should realize that. All right, let's build a little platform for us to stand on. Oh, that works much easier though, at least. All right. Well, now we made this huge bridge here. We'll take this down so it looks. Let's see. We'll fix the scenery just a little bit here. All right. So all we need to do now is put this into here. And we have our lever still. Oh, we don't have a lever. Oh no, we left our lever at home. Okay, let's grab another lever. They're not that expensive. We just need a piece of wood. Man, so unprepared. So unprepared. There we go. We got our lever here. Now we'll test out if this works here. Now, as long as the chunks are still loaded, I think that'll determine if we can do this or not here. Oh, what is that about? Really? Well, 2 can play that game, buddy. I hit a little bit harder than you. Creeper too. Jeez. Where are these things coming from? There must be an underground cave there or something that they're coming out of. Randomly. All right, now we got it. Okay, so we got everything we need now. And moment of truth. It works. Oh my god. Okay, so now we'll need to just take this with us. Break it down. And we're good. Okay, so let's head back home here. Let's go grab our broom. And we'll go check on our little node there. Let's double check here. And there it is. Beautiful. Awesome. So let's get landed here. Carefully. Carefully. There we go. And we have our second node. Okay, so now all we need to do is to turn these together here. Turn this off. And it should start draining V's out of this. Here quick. Is it? Max 108 might be the max it can contain. In which case we'll need to grab our wand from downstairs here. And see if we can maybe drain this one out a little bit. Oh, I just heard it. Okay, let's go take a look at it here quick and see. I just heard it make a little lightning sound to absorb. It absorbs some V's when it does that here. So let's go take a look here and see how it did. Maybe we'll get lucky and it'll absorb the ordo right away. Nope, it did take one away. Oh, it took ordo. All right, so it's doing what it's supposed to do here. And it's slowly absorbing the ordo out of this. But hopefully, I think it's got a chance to gain some ordo when it does that here. It's got took an aqua that time. Maybe we can get an ordo this time. So every couple seconds or so, it's going to take one. Oh, it did. It worked. Okay, cool. So now it's going to start stealing the ordo away and building up itself. And we'll basically let it consume this entire node here. But yeah, it'll have ordo on it then, and we can build this thing up with everything we want on it. We'll want to get at least, I think we want all 5 aspects on it. All 6, how many are there? 6. All 6 aspects on it. If we can get it all 6 aspects on a single one, that'll be amazing. I don't know if that's an advantageous thing to do or not, but yeah, could be really cool to do it that way. Anyways, what else do we want to do today? Let's see. Do we want to build a wand recharge station? Probably. And for that, we're gonna have to be careful. Well, I'll just leave this open for now because we do want to consume the entire node. I was gonna stop it from stealing, but you know what? It doesn't matter. This one doesn't matter to me at all because we already have that one covered. So we want to build a wand recharge station. So let's head back down here. And what we want to do is, let's go take this out of here because we don't want that right now. We need to take a look at our book here quick and see what a wand recharge station costs. So, wand recharge station, here we go. It takes a arcane pedestal, a primal charm, a couple diamonds, and a gold ingot. Do we actually have diamonds anymore? I don't even know if we have any more. We've been running through them really, really quickly with all this armor and everything like that we've been making, using diamonds. I think we have 2 left. Okay, we do have 2 left. All right, so we need 2 diamonds. We need a pedestal, which should be up here. Should have some extra someplace here. Someplace. There's one. And what did it say? Oh, we need a primal charm too. All right, so primal charm is where is it? Not the wand focus. It's 1 of each shard plus 2 gold plus 25 of each thing. Oh my gosh, quite expensive. All right, so I want to gather all this stuff together here. I'll be right back after we have everything we need. All right, so I got everything set up here for our next infusion for the wand recharge pedestal. Let's go take a look and see how our node is doing here. I did get it to 12 ordo here now. Pretty great. And I did capture another node here, so we can start infusing it with more aqua, but Ignis and Terra was the big draws there. Before this one had like 20 in it, and now it's getting back to 10. That's not too bad. So it's recovering pretty quickly over here. When it's on these things, it doesn't recover mana very quickly, or mana. It doesn't require Vs pretty quickly. But we can draw it out the same here. Fill our wand back up with what we can, and it should still recharge here slowly. But still, it'll do a really good job here, and we should get it infused with just about everything we need after this. Then we still need air, and then we still need Preditio. But this is recovering nicely. So this is like the node recovery area over here, and I can use the teleposers to move those back and forth pretty easily to put them into here if I want to boost this thing up even faster. So I'll have like nice spaced out areas over here for each one to recharge slowly. And then, yeah, we'll put the wand recharge station like in the middle here someplace, probably right here actually. We'll put it like wherever this pole is. And that way it'll draw beasts from this. It'll also draw from this here too, maybe, the ones that are recovering. But yeah, so we'll have a recovery area. We'll also have this area over here for recovery too, over this way. Yeah, so that should be pretty good. We can get a lot of nodes here then. By the next time you see me, next episode, I should have a ton of nodes up here, just swapping them in and out to boost this thing up to maximum. So let's do our next recharger, get the wand recharge station going here. So let's hit this on here and let's go. All right, so all it needed was, it needed a Percantio, it needed Permutatio, and it needed Aurum. It was the 3 things it needed. I was mistaken before. I thought it would need 25 of each other aspect, but apparently not. I was looking at the primal charm is what I was looking at there, which hopefully this works just fine. This is a minor infusion though, shouldn't be an issue at all. We'll find out though. Something could go wrong, you never know. All right, looks like the primal charm is the one I was really worried about, and it's ready to go. Cool, so we got the wand recharge station, and we'll go pop this right over here. And I think as long as it's close enough to the other nodes here, so it's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 away. That's perfect. We'll put it right there. Then we can pop this in, and it'll recharge as needed. Oh, we don't have to recharge right now though, because it'll recharge from this too. So we won't do that just yet. But once this is all recharged here, it's going to be very, very slowly recharging here. You can do this too, and it'll start drawing it off of this. Recharge a little bit faster probably. Now, hopefully it doesn't recharge off of this. This is too far away. Yeah, this is going to recharge on its own. It needs to be pretty close to draw V's from each other. So really, it's only going to work when it's like this. But we'll let this recharge a little bit faster by going like this, and that's going to also absorb some from that really quickly. And add to its own. So we'll have plenty of Aqua on there, some Ordo, and we'll hopefully get a lot of this Terra and Ignis on there too. Oh, wow, that was quick. Oh, and it got Ignis that quickly. Wow, that was very nicely done. And yeah, the more, oh, wow, there it goes. Okay, cool. So our node is coming along here very, very nicely. And then once this one dies out, as long as it doesn't lose everything on there, we can reuse it again and again, let it recharge over here in the recovery area. And then, yeah, we won't put it too close to each other though. And you'll notice that these are normal. This one's a bright node now. This one's a normal. But you'll notice this one is now a pale node, which means I think it has a chance of losing, or maybe it did lose one of its aspects. It did. I know it did lose one of its aspects, so I think that's what pale means. Or it just means that it's being absorbed by another one here. But yes, we do degrade the ones that we're using over here, but we'll just keep recharging them as we need it. And yeah, hopefully we can keep reusing them for a long time here. But I think that's going to do it for this episode. We got everything we need here. I'm going to put this on so I don't accidentally leave this going and forget about it. But we'll get this thing charged up here with lots of different aspects here soon. Next episode, I should have it nicely charged. And then after that, I don't know what we're going to work on. I do have a lot of stuff I want to work on in here still. There's so many things we can still do. There's lots in front of us. But also, I'm kind of getting the itch to play some new Modpack at the same time here. Feed the Beast Departed just came out. And it seems like the Feed the Beast Departed is actually a nice... similar thing to this, actually, and I'm thinking about it because it's got a very few mods in it. It's centered around the Advent of Ascension mod. I think I might start playing that as well because it is another magical type thing that's kind of just a natural progression. So like you go to school here and you progress into fighting all kinds of crazy monsters in Feed the Beast Departed. So it could be kind of cool. I might like to have that on the channel here soon. And there's other mod packs I want to be playing as well. So stay tuned for those as well. So I'll be back for more Mage Quest soon, though. I'm not done with this just yet. We'll have more to do with this still. There's lots of things to do around the compound here. Lots of magical goals to accomplish. And I hope you're enjoying the series still. And I'll see you guys back next time for more. Have a good night.